Talk about the game getting away from you defensively. And did y'all try to press offensively? Did you feel yourself pressing?
It's hard to say that we're pressing, but obviously you're trying to play complementary football when your defense is struggling to stop a group. You want to do your part and score touchdowns and come back, and we weren't able to score touchdowns. I mean, we were able to move the ball up and down the field, but we couldn't score touchdowns. So I can't say that we were pressing necessarily. Going from last week to this week, as I said, there are some things that we wanted to get better at. We got better at third down this week, but now it's the red zone that I think we score some touchdowns. It makes the defense feel a little bit better, and it's a whole different feel within the game for both sides of the ball.
When you throw the CD early in the first half, it looked like he was open in his. I don't know if it was that a misconnection or you guys?
just miscommunication. A play that. Just completely miscommunication. Nothing more than that. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it cleaned up and make that.
Dak, Todd Archer, ESPN. Can you talk about the week-to-week nature of this league? Last week you guys were riding a high in Cleveland, and then to have today, is this just the way the league goes?
Yeah, I mean, it's the NFL. I talk about each and every week. No games are played on paper. As far as riding a high, I know I wasn't personally. I don't think the guys in the locker room necessarily were. I mean, I talked about how much meat we left on the bone offensively, and that's simply why you can't listen to other people's opinions and read what you guys write respectfully. I mean, yeah, y'all may have put this team on a high more than we should have been, and now we just simply have got to reset. We've got to respond. We're not going undefeated. I mean, hadn't been done in 50 years. Woo, surprise. So it's about getting back to it. And finding a way to respond to put the best team on the field next week.
Nick Harris, Forward Star Telegram. What's your assessment of the run game today? And I know the game kind of got away from the run game, but in the first half, what would be your assessment of it?
Yeah, I've got to watch the tape. Like you said, the game kind of got out of hand a little bit there, where we're forced to just throw the ball. And a lot of times, I hand the ball off, I carry out my fake, so I can't tell if it was the back or if it was the line or what it may be. So after I watch the tape, probably could give you a better assessment. But when the score's that way, you can't continue to run the ball. We had a drive there, I guess, when the second half that one drive came out. I know it ate up a lot of clock, and they get the ball back, and the third quarter's ending. So at that point, you realize, hey, we've got to score. We've got to score fast if we want to come back into this thing.
Saad Yusuf, The Athletic. Dak, where did you guys miss Jake the most today?
Everywhere, I guess you can say. Those young tight ends did a good job, though. Simply, they did a good job. But as I said before, throughout the week, Jake's much more than just the tight end on Sunday. I mean, he's an aggressor. He brings a physical nature to this group. He's got a mentality that other guys feed off of that's very contagious. And but as I said, those other guys did play well. They did their job. They stepped up. They made some plays, and just got away from us.
Just what were your emotions when Zach went down, and then also when he was able to come back into the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to think about all that. When he goes down, wishing the best for him. Tapped him, but then when he gets right back, he's right back in the huddle. You forget that he was injured, and a guy like that's a competitor. He's going to do whatever he can to get back on the field. So, thankful that he was okay.
Garrett Podell, CBS Sports. Dak, on the second interception to Matthew where you were throwing a CD, was that a miscommunication or what sort of happened on that?
No, great play by him. We've got another crossing route right there. He did a good job of covering that and playing through that at the same time and running and making that play. So credit to him. That's on me. Can look him off more, I guess, or, get back to that first drive in the second window. That's one of those. If there's a throw that'll eat at me today, it's that one.
John Machado with The Athletic. You talked after training camp about going against your defense all the time and how great those battles were back and forth. So as you're sitting there today on the sidelines and the Saints are scoring touchdown after touchdown, 6 consecutive possessions, how surprising is that to you?
Yeah, it's surprising, but it's the NFL. Hell, I'm thinking it'd be nice to be doing that on our side of the ball more than I'm worried or critiquing our defense. Obviously, that's a good team. I mean, Alvin Kamara's looked damn good. Derek Carr put the ball where he needed to. That offense is rolling right now. I mean, we're 2 games in, but I'm not naive to their stats of, or whatever it was, the 9 straight, and then they walked into this game and continued on that. So, I mean, credit to the play caller over there, to that team of coming out, being ready on a noon start, and it made it tough on our defense, which made it tough on the whole team. So I'm trying to get there with our offense.
Dak Edwarder, WFAA. You guys have, I don't know, about a third of the roster's new. How interested are you to see how these guys react to this 25-point loss, and how do you set the right example for what that reaction should be?
Yeah, I'm confident in it, just as you said, because I know I can go in there and set the example of how we're going to move forward, how we're going to respond, how we're going to approach this week, and understanding that it's a process. I mean, already echo it in the locker room. Hell, we're not going undefeated. Coach McCarthy said that. Like, at the end of the day, that's wipe this one behind. We're going to learn from it. Can't wipe it until we've learned from it. We build off of it. That was a good team. They've started fast, 2 weeks now. You've got to give credit to them. Understand that this is the NFL. Once again, as I said, for these young guys, it's a message to not necessarily listen to the outside noise or how good people are going to make you after one win. That's something that I've grown to obviously realize, especially in this organization, when you're playing on national TV every week and you are the Cowboys, and the attention that we get is, if you lose, you're down here. If you win, you're way up there. That none of that really matters. It's about, for us, trusting the process, trusting one another, responding, and each and every day getting better. And I know we've got the guys in there that can do that. The coaches and the staff put a lot into just the emotional intelligence, I guess you could say, and honestly excited to get back to work and tomorrow and turn this page.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. After 2 weeks, how would you assess how you've played? And I asked you that because last week in Cleveland you said you didn't play that well. So after 2 weeks, how would you assess what you've done so far?
Yeah, I mean, I go off of, I tell you, my expectations are crazy high and go off of win. So I'm not going to give you maybe a realistic answer, I guess you can say. I'm seeing it well. I'm seeing it well, putting the ball where I want to. As I said, that one interception is going to get at me just because Tyron made a hell of a play, did a good job of playing through one route, getting to the other. But outside of that, maybe a few more throws that I want back. But as far as seeing the defense, getting the offense in what I want, in the position and the plays that we want to, I feel good about it and confident that we're going to continue to get better as a team. I am particularly.
Improvement in the offense this week?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just talking about last week, wanting to be able to convert more third downs, and I know we did that. We were able to keep the ball, had a lot more plays than we did last week, and that's a testament to that. But we want to score touchdowns. I mean, outside of the big one to CD, getting the red zone 3 times, I guess, right? 0-3 in the red zone, and you're not going to win games that way, damn sure, not against an offense that's rolling like that. So we got to find ways to get in the end zone.
Mac Engel, Football Star Telegram. I think a lot of observers and whomever watched this game are going to say this one looked a lot like the loss to the Packers in the playoffs. That was a long time ago, but did you see, are those similarities and comparisons fair at all?
I'm not comparing last year, this year. We're talking 2 completely different teams, honestly. Talking a whole different defensive coordinator. You're talking new players in different positions, particularly on offense. You've got 2 young rookies playing. Like, we missed Jake today, who had 3 touchdowns in that game. So there's no way to even go back and compare those. Maybe because, we got away from us fast, and we were here at home. But completely different, separate, and I wouldn't waste my time if I was y'all trying to compare those 2.
When Henderson, Gilmore, or Dak, did the defense of the Saints throw anything at you weren't expecting, or was it just a matter of you just weren't hitting on all cylinders today?
Yeah, I mean, just didn't convert in the red zone, I think, is the biggest one. They didn't throw anything at us that we weren't ready for. They gave us some looks that we were prepared for, maybe not quite brought the blitz, bluffed out of a couple. We were still able to get some first downs. But then we got in the red zone. Short arm to throw to Zeke, and gets free in my face. Misconnection with CD. Boom, the 4th down, probably can scramble, trying to, trusting a young tight end, wanting to use his body and put it away from him. That's somebody that I don't have a lot of reps on. I put that one on me. As I said, probably could have gotten to scramble mode, but just a few plays out there, and as I said, if we get in the end zone, I think we're talking a different game and damn sure a different feel to this game.
Does the lack of a big play mean you have to be perfect? 'Cause you had a lot of long drives, but I mean, when you don't have a big play, those miscues add up and then you bog down.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't want to say have to be perfect. Everybody's got to do their job and trust their job and understand that's where the big plays come from. Part of it for me, I think maybe I felt like I was at this point last year. I mean, it was a lot later in the year when I did it, but going back to using my feet more, whether it's scrambling, extending the plays to look to throw the ball down the field, or maybe just going and getting a couple of yards and getting down. I wouldn't say it's about being perfect, but understanding that I do have that ability, and that is a huge part of our offense, and got to bring it to life, I think.
I know you said you're excited to get back to work, but after a loss like this, is it kind of a long week until the following Sunday, or what's kind of the mentality around after losses like this?
No, I mean, I enjoy the process. I love the process. That's why I love this game. I'll hang with the family today, enjoy them, not take that for granted by any means. Fortunate to get to be a long day of that. Got a little daughter and a family who doesn't know I just lost. That helps. And then just being able to enjoy this evening, and then turn the page and early morning tomorrow, back in there, getting the workout in, getting the guys, making sure everybody approaches the building with the right mindset. No, it's fun. I truly enjoy that and look forward to it, and making sure that I lead the right way and set the right example.
Sean Montagne, WFAA. A couple times after those missed chances with CD, I saw you talking to him, saying things. What were you sharing with him or talking to him about after those?
Yeah, simply just communicating maybe those misses, maybe what he saw, what he thought, versus what I did, and then honestly just finding a solution. Great communicator, CD is, and yeah, he's, as I've mentioned before, his expectations and standard for our connection for this offense are just as high as mine. So no matter what the route is, neither of us are happy unless it's a perfect play, really. And so yeah, it's just about just being more clean. As I said, we missed some time. Everybody knows that, but we have to have those communications to be able to substitute for the time missed.